If you've ever felt like the entire universe woke up one morning, stretched its cosmic arms, looked down at you, and said, "Let's mess with this one today," then congratulations, you're human. And you're in the right place. Because today, we're flipping that script. Today, you're going to learn how to force yes, force the universe to work in your favor. Not with aggression, not with stress, not with frantic manifesting marathons at 3 a.m., but with spiritual authority, inner alignment, and a dash of humor to keep you sane. Let me start with a question. Have you ever noticed that things always seem to go right for certain people? They walk into a room and it's like blessings pull up chairs around them, doors open, opportunities wave at them like old friends. Meanwhile, you're over here trying to manifest a parking spot, and the universe responds with, "Lol, no." But here's the thing. Those people aren't lucky. They're not chosen. They're not secretly related to angels. They simply tapped into a universal truth most people never discover. The universe responds to the energy you command, not the chaos you fear. And if you've struggled, trust me, I know that feeling. That moment when life feels like a tug of war, and you're the one getting dragged across the mud, losing your shoes, your dignity, and your last bit of patience. You've tried positive thinking. You've tried affirmations. You've tried meditating until your legs fell asleep and your spirit floated somewhere over your sink. And still, life hasn't shifted the way you want. But listen closely. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not blocked. You're not behind schedule. What you're experiencing is simply the result of a universal law working perfectly, but working according to the instructions you've been unknowingly giving it. Your energy is always issuing commands. The universe doesn't pick favorites, it picks frequencies. And right now, you're about to understand how to change yours. But before we get there, let's just validate what you've been going through. You've probably had days where you thought, "Why does life feel like I'm pushing a mountain with a toothpick?" You've probably tried, and tried, and tried, and it still feels like nothing moves. Your struggle is real. Your exhaustion is valid. And your breakthrough is overdue. The reason things haven't shifted isn't because you're unlucky, it's because you've been taught to react to life, not command it. You've been trained to negotiate with your desires instead of declaring them. And every time you doubt, worry, overthink, or argue with reality, the universe simply mirrors that uncertainty back to you. Let me give you the simplest scientific explanation for what's going on. Not complicated, not technical, just common sense wrapped in a little cosmic sparkle. Everything is energy. Everything. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Everything operates on vibrational fields. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, your expectations. And the universe responds to these vibrations by matching them. It's like an eternal, cosmic echo. If you whisper lack, you hear lack. If you declare abundance, you witness abundance. If you walk around thinking life is against you, then life replies, "Okay, we can be against you." Because the universe is obedient. It doesn't judge your commands, it carries them out. So the real issue isn't whether the universe is working. The real issue is, what instructions have you been giving it? What frequency have you unknowingly been broadcasting? What beliefs have you been serving as spiritual marching orders? This is where things get interesting. Most people think they're manifesting with their desires. They think the universe listens to what they want. It doesn't. It listens to what they expect. It listens to what they believe. It listens to the energy you embody, not the energy you occasionally daydream about. So if you want to force the universe to work in your favor, and yes, you absolutely can, you must understand one truth. The universe does not respond to your wishes. It responds to your certainty. Even the tiniest drop of fear, doubt, or "I hope this works," throws the whole thing off. And here's where the humor comes in. Because honestly, we humans are hilarious spiritual creatures. We say things like, "I believe abundance is coming," while internally panicking, "Oh Lord, but what if it doesn't?" That's like saying, "I trust the process," while refreshing your phone every 1-2 seconds for a miracle notification that never shows up. But don't beat yourself up, you're not alone. Almost everyone does this. And it's exactly why your results have been inconsistent. You're planting seeds of faith, but watering them with doubt. You're declaring blessings, but arguing for your limitations. You're asking for miracles, but preparing for disappointment. And the universe is simply saying, I'll match whichever energy is strongest. Now let's get practical. Here's the first step to forcing the universe to work in your favor. Step 1. Command with clarity, not confusion. Most people don't even know what they truly want. They want money, but also fear responsibility. They want love, but are scared of vulnerability. They want success, but dread visibility. So their vibration is basically the universe reading a text message full of typos, emojis, and panic. You need clarity. Your desires must be clean, simple, unapologetic. Say what you want without explaining it, without shrinking it, without disclaimers, without worrying about how. When you declare your desire clearly, the universe finally has a direction to follow. Step 2. Stand in the energy of inevitability. I don't mean hope. I don't mean wanting. I don't even mean believing. I mean knowing. The shift happens the moment you stop asking, will this happen? And instead say, it is done. Not, it will be done. It is done. Present tense. Immediate. Final. This is how spiritual authority operates. You speak from the outcome, not toward it. If you say, I hope things improve, the universe mirrors uncertainty. If you say, things are improving, the universe aligns. If you say, it is already mine, the universe accelerates. This is how you command reality, not with begging but with certainty. Step 3. Act like someone who expects good things. Here's where the humorous truth hits. Most people speak abundance like a prophecy but behave like a warning label. They say they're expecting blessings, but everything in their life screams, I am preparing for disaster just in case. Stop that. If you expect abundance, you walk differently. You breathe differently. You move through life like the universe is a loyal assistant, not an unpredictable boss. Expect good news. Expect favor. Expect opportunities. Expect unexpected breakthroughs. When you expect blessings, you attract them. When you anticipate good fortune, it arrives. Your energy is the invitation. The universe RSVPs based on your expectation. Step 4. Remove contradictions from your vibration. You can't manifest abundance while complaining about money. You can't manifest love while doubting your worth. You can't manifest success while rehearsing failure scenarios in your head. You can't call yourself chosen while living like you're cursed. Every contradiction weakens your spiritual command. So choose one frequency and stick with it. Tell a single story about your life, the story you want to live. Not 2 stories, not 3. Not the hopeful version in the morning and the panicked version at night. One story, one vibration, one direction. Step 5. Declare your authority over your reality. The universe is a mirror. Life reflects you back to you. So if you want something different, you must first speak differently, act differently, and show up differently. Now, finally, receive. This means trust. Trust that unseen forces are shifting on your behalf. Trust that people are thinking of you. Opportunities are forming, doors are opening, and timing is arranging itself even now. Something good is already being prepared for you, and it doesn't depend on your stress. It depends on your alignment. Before we close this part of the journey, here's something I want you to remember. You don't need to do everything. You don't need to know the timing. You don't need to figure out every step. Life is not meant to be a maze you suffer through. It's meant to unfold. You are allowed to rest your mind and still progress. You are allowed to take your hands off the wheel and still arrive exactly where you're meant to be. Now, as you settle deeper into rest, here's your small step, your call to action. Before you fall asleep tonight, choose one thought from this session and let it be the last thing you repeat in your mind. One thought, that's all. Let that be the seed you plant. And if you want more guided meditations like this, or if something in this session resonated with you, say so in the comments so you can continue shaping your own journey. Now that you've begun to feel that shift, yes, that subtle but powerful lift in your energy, let's go deeper. Because forcing the universe to work in your favor isn't a one-time declaration. It's a way of living. It's a spiritual posture. It's the steady, confident, knowing that life is not happening randomly, but responding specifically to the energy you embody. And here's something most people never realize. You don't need more strength. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more discipline. You need more alignment. Alignment is the secret shortcut people search for their entire lives. When your thoughts, emotions, and expectations point in the same direction, the universe has no choice but to follow your lead. But when you think one thing, feel another, and behave like you expect the worst, the universe gets confused. And when it's confused, it simply keeps giving you more of what you're already experiencing. Let's be brutally honest here. You've probably been trying to manifest blessings while simultaneously rehearsing catastrophe. You've been dreaming of abundance while expecting bills. You've been praying for breakthroughs while preparing for breakdowns. And the universe is sitting there with a cosmic clipboard, checking the box for whichever energy you radiate most consistently. That's why today, you're going to stop sending mixed signals. You're going to become deliberate. You're going to speak, act, and think like someone who knows the universe is on their payroll. But before we move into more practical steps, let's acknowledge something important, because I know you've been through things that left dents in your confidence. You've faced situations that made you question whether good things are meant for you. You've struggled with disappointment, setbacks, delays, betrayals, and moments where it felt like everything was collapsing at once. You didn't imagine those challenges. They happened. They were real. They were heavy. They were exhausting. But they were not punishments. They were not signs that you're unworthy. They were not the universe rejecting you. They were simply outdated cycles collapsing. They were old energies dissolving. They were the final chapters of stories you outgrew long ago. You are not struggling because you're failing. You're struggling because you're shifting. And every shift comes with turbulence. But turbulence is a sign you're moving. It's proof you're rising. And now, you're learning how to rise without resistance. Now let's talk about the next steps, because commanding the universe requires more than spiritual poetry. It requires practical alignment, action that reflects intention, behavior that matches belief. Let's take it one step at a time. Step 6. Stop emotionally investing in what you don't want. You have no idea how much power you leak every time you complain, worry, argue with reality, or mentally replay the worst-case scenario. All that emotional energy becomes a vibrational signal, and the universe, being the obedient assistant that it is, treats your emotional focus as instructions. The moment you pour your feelings into fear or frustration, you accidentally fund the very outcome you dread. You're feeding it, you're watering it, you're giving it life. From now on, you do not emotionally finance what you don't want. You don't give your fears emotional applause. You don't give your worries front row seats. You don't give negative outcomes free rent in your imagination. You choose what receives your emotional investment, because whatever you feed grows, and whatever you starve dies. Step 7. Practice vibrational consistency. Manifestation isn't magic, it's maintenance. You maintain your vibration the same way you maintain anything valuable, with attention, intention, and repetition. You can't speak abundance for 5 minutes and panic for the remaining 23 hours. You can't declare success in the morning and declare doom during lunch. You can't align for a moment and misalign for the rest of the day and expect dramatic results. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means choosing the same energy more often than not. It means catching yourself quicker when you fall out of alignment. It means recentering every time doubt tries to bargain for your attention. The universe responds to dominant energy, not occasional inspiration. Step 8. Act like the version of you who already has the life you want. This step is the one people skip because it feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is the gatekeeper of transformation. Think of the version of you who already has the abundance, opportunities, peace, and ease you desire. How do they walk? How do they talk? How do they make decisions? How do they treat themselves? How do they handle challenges? Now start living like that version before you see the evidence. Do not wait for a new reality to appear before you behave like the person who created it. That's backwards. Reality follows identity. Results follow belief. The universe rearranges itself according to the energy you embody, not the intentions you occasionally whisper. Think it, speak it, move like it, and watch the universe organize everything around your new vibration. Step 9. Protect your spiritual atmosphere. Your environment matters not just physically but emotionally. The spaces you occupy, the people you listen to, the conversations you entertain, the thoughts you indulge, all influence your vibration. If you surround yourself with negativity, chaos, gossip, fear, or pessimism, your energy becomes infected with the same frequency. You can't maintain a high vibration while soaking in low vibrational environments. So be selective, be protective, be unapologetic about your peace. Clean your inner atmosphere. Choose people who expand you. Choose conversations that uplift you. Choose environments that nourish your alignment. This isn't selfish, it's spiritual hygiene. Step 10. Declare your reality daily. Your word is not weak. Your word is not accidental. Your word is a decree. It is spiritual law in motion. Every time you speak, you are programming your future. So speak with intention. Declare what you expect. Declare what you believe. Declare what you know is already aligning for you. Declare your abundance, your protection, your elevation, your favor. Speak blessings into your day the moment you wake up. Don't wait for conditions to look perfect. Don't wait for circumstances to change. Speak first, circumstances adjust later. You are not describing your reality. You are directing it. Now let's talk about the heart of this teaching, the central truth that unlocks everything. The universe is not something outside of you that needs convincing. It is responsive consciousness that reflects you. When you shift your internal world, your external world rearranges automatically. You don't chase manifestations. You attract them. You don't beg for blessings. You magnetize them. You don't force outcomes. You command them through alignment. And here's a humorous truth. You might think you're waiting on the universe, but the universe has actually been waiting on you. Waiting on you to stop doubting yourself. Waiting on you to stop replaying old stories. Waiting on you to stop lowering your expectations to match past disappointments. Waiting on you to speak with authority instead of fear. Waiting on you to step into your rightful identity as a co-creator, not a spectator. You are not a passive character in your life. You are the author, the narrator, the energetic architect. And the moment you claim that role, everything shifts. Now let's make this practical with a simple daily routine. You can start today something easy, powerful, and immediate. The routine of universal command. First, spend 1 minute declaring exactly how you want your day to unfold. Not timidly, boldly. Declare what you expect. Declare what is aligning for you. Declare the energy you're choosing to embody. Next, spend 1 minute feeling gratitude, not forced gratitude, but genuine appreciation for the things you already have and the things you know are already on their way. Gratitude is the vibration of already done. It accelerates manifestation like nothing else. Then, spend 1 minute aligning your posture, your breath, and your intention. Stand tall, breathe deeply, shift into the energy of someone who expects good things. That's it. 3 minutes, 3 steps, and your vibration elevates instantly. Now, before we move to the final segment of this journey, let's address something crucial. You're not forcing the universe in the sense of domination or demand. You're forcing it through alignment. Alignment is the most powerful force in existence. When you align with what you seek, the universe doesn't resist, it rearranges. You don't push, you don't chase, you don't beg. You align, you command, you expect, and the universe complies. Because that is the law. Now let's talk about your next step. I want you to choose just one action from everything you've heard today. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't try to revamp your entire life in a single evening. Choose one practice, one shift, one declaration, and do it consistently for the next few days. Maybe you choose to stop emotionally investing in negativity. Maybe you choose to speak daily declarations. Maybe you choose to embody your future self. Maybe you choose vibrational consistency. Maybe you choose the 3-minute morning routine. Choose one and practice it, not later now, because a small step taken now is more powerful than a big step delayed forever. And if this message has energized you, stirred something in you, reminded you of the truth you've always known but maybe forgotten, then don't just sit with it, let me know. Drop a comment. Share your experience. Tell me what you're choosing to implement today. Your words not only anchor your intention, but inspire someone else who desperately needs this message too. And if you want to keep this momentum, stay connected. There is so much more coming, and you don't want to miss the next shift in your journey of universal alignment. Subscribe, join the community, and let yourself be surrounded by messages that keep you grounded in truth, power, and possibility. Because the universe is not against you. It never has been. It's waiting on your command. It's waiting on your alignment. It's waiting on your expectation. And now that you know how to force it to work in your favor through clarity, consistency, authority, and alignment, your life is never going to be the same. You are stepping into a new chapter where blessings chase you, opportunities recognize you, and abundance organizes itself around you. A chapter where your inner world becomes the magnet for everything you desire. A chapter where the universe doesn't resist your path, it paves it. Your time is not coming. Your time is here. Your alignment is your power, and the universe is already rearranging itself in your favor. Now take that first step. Make that declaration. Choose that new vibration, and watch everything in your life rise to meet you.